Welcome. Very impromptu TikTok live. I'm going to wait for some folks to join, say hello, and check out my haul for today. Hi, B. Merritt, good to see you. So I wanted to share my haul from the Guild show this weekend. Welcome if you're just joining. I wanted to share some of the goodies and yummies that I was able to pick up at this weekend's International Guild of Miniature Artisans annual show, which happened in Hartford, Connecticut. And I got a whole bunch of yummy things to share, so I hope you'll stay with me. I've got about 10 things to share that I wanted to show you. So I'm just going to wait a second or so as folks join before I get into my first piece, my first lovely, yummy mini that I picked up at the show this weekend. If you don't know anything about the Guild, go to igma.org and check out the site. They are the largest miniature organization dedicated to fine art miniatures, and they have accredited program of assigning fellowship and artisan status to very, very talented folks around the world who make miniatures. So they're really the only organization that does that. So if you're looking for very, very high quality miniatures in the fine scale class, then you're going to want to check out igma.org. So the first thing, thank you for joining, guys. The first item that I picked up this weekend, yummy, is this, and I'm not quite sure what the name of this tree is. If you guys know what it is, pop it into the comments section. But it is a small tree made by Arlene Finkelstein, and I'm going to try to put all of these names in my comment section after we're done. But I love her work. She puts all of her pieces in real ceramic pots. So this is obviously it's a real ceramic pot. I don't know the artisan's name, but she does beautiful work. I'm not quite sure the name of this tree. I mean, it looks like a traditional palm, I guess. But if you guys know, if there are any like real plant people out there, check out this piece and let me know what it is. The second item actually from this haul is also by Arlene Finkelstein. And it's just freaking wild. It's a woolly mammoth. These are individually glued pieces where I'm not quite sure if it's paper or resin. I have a feeling it might be resin. And it's on this lovely stone, which I love. I just love how she mounted it onto the stone. But what she told me was these take forever to make. But they're pretty freaking awesome. It's a woolly mammoth. It's pretty awesome. I love the scaling. I love the detail. Yeah, it is pretty damn small. I'm going to be using this in my cabinet of curiosities, which I have in miniature. If you go back into my my Instagram, I think I might have something here on TikTok that I made and that I continue to sort of fill and swap out with different items. But this is a woolly mammoth miniature. Pretty awesome. So yeah, that's the second thing. I have about 8 more things to go. The Guild School, the Guild, International Guild of Miniature Artisans, IGMA, has an auction program that's part of this this weekend's festivities. And I won this little copper, I don't know what you call it. Is it a Dutch oven? Again, do you guys know what it is? I don't know. I love it. We don't know who made it. Not quite sure who made it. I don't know. But it was a freaking lovely find, and I love it. Mix of things. The other item that I picked up from a company called Ferranti. Oh, it's a fish kettle. Thank you, Cindy, CB78. A fish, oh, duh. Because there's a little fish on the handle. That makes sense. Fish kettle. I got to remember that. And if you guys follow me, I love sort of like gentleman-y things that might go in a gentleman's room or on a gentleman's desk. So there's this lovely sort of ensemble or assortment of smoking things, which I freaking love. And I think that is a bowl of nuts. Does that make sense? I mean, it looks like chestnuts, walnut. I don't know. They're different colors. And I don't know what that thing is in the middle. I think it might be a lighter. I don't know. What do you guys think? And Anyway, I love the wood. I love the masculinity of it all. I have a feeling something got messed up, and one sneeze, it's all gone. I think this was supposed to be filled with sand. So this, these come from estate sales. They're sort of used. They are used. I think that whole base is supposed to be with sand. So somebody sneezed already, and everything is gone. But that came in like a little kit. And you could find some really, really great things that are cheap. It was part of the gentleman's thing, and I just failed to show it. Look at that. It's tobacco. So that goes with this. No, I love it. I love it. I love it. The bag. I know the bag is pretty crazy. Louis Jaffe, how are you? Good to see you. Yeah, the bag is pretty crazy. So I have a couple of more things, and then I'm going over to Instagram. Ferranti I just love little metal things, metal objects. This is like a tea caddy. So that came from Ferranti. It was like $10. I mean, so honestly, things that are really expensive. This is from a couple, Pam and Pete Boorum. They are makers out of New England, and they made this awesome Firkin, I think is how you say it, Firkin Bucket. I just love the detail and the fact that it is. I love the tin box too. Yeah, I love the tin box. I love anything that's boxed, by the way. You'll also know that about me if you follow me. But the skill level for this bucket, it's also a barrel, could be a barrel, is pretty tough because it is round. So that's Pete and Pam. Pete, Pam, Boorum. So, the level of detail to make this is pretty difficult because it's round, and you also have to get these individual slots to sort of swoop up into that little, I don't know what you call it. I don't know, because I'm not a maker. But it is cool, and it is difficult to make, and that's why I love it. And I also love the color. They had them in other colors, but I didn't like the other colors, so I'm going to be haunting them, I think, to have it not only in other colors, but they make it in other sizes. So what else did I get? I got this gorgeous mantle clock. Gorgeous. It came from the Peter Kendall collection. Peter Kendall is an IGMA fellow. He is a fellow of the guild. He's an amazing craftsman, and he is also a collector. And so he had some of his pieces on sale this weekend at the guild show, and this was one of my finds, and I love it to death. We think it was made by Keith. I don't know what you guys think that says. I think it says Keith Bogard in 1998. If it is his, he's an incredible maker, but it doesn't matter because this is an incredible clock, and I would have bought it no matter who made it. Because it's really that good, but I think it is a piece, and he's an incredible craftsman. So what do you guys think? Any comments, feedback? This came from he's also an IGMA artisan, and he's also a reseller. His gorgeous, thank you, Kip. You must have hands of a giant. Yes. This came from, his name is Bradley Mankin. He is also an IGMA artist himself. He's also a reseller. And he also resells, like I do, estate sales and collections. And I picked up this freaking loveliness. It is a lovely bag. And like I said, I just love these like masculine things. So, and it doesn't open, which is fine by me because it is a beautifully crafted. And it's got a really nice weight to it. We call this... scale weight. It's appropriate for the scale. It almost feels like it is a miniature version of a piece that is full. Like this bag is full of things. So it feels it's really the right scale weight for this piece. And then I have two more things to show. Oh, and wait, because these two things, one is probably my absolute favorite miniature I've ever purchased in my entire life. One of them. The other is just a divine miniature, but it's just too good to share right now. I'm going to do a separate post. So stand by for that. But in the meantime, this is one of the last two things I'm going to share. I have a mini toilet. I don't have a mini toilet. You have a mini toilet. I don't have a mini toilet of my own. But this is a Kachina Doll. This is Made by, I'm going to tell you, Hennig. He's a dancer. He's an Indian dancer. And this is very Southwestern Indian, American Indian design. And they're basically little Indian dolls. And each one had sort of a different meaning and the different assigned, spirituality. I don't know very much, but how cute is it, right? Look at the detail and look how small it is. Yeah, so if you guys know what a Kachina doll is, so this came in this little box. He's a bagbird dancer. He's a Kachina doll, and he's a dancer. And I've sold other ones of these before, and some of them are warriors, some of them are dancers. They all have a different purpose in the Indian world. I think I should learn more about that. And okay. This was also from Bradley Mankin in his collection that I bought. This is probably from a kit. There are a lot of kits hanging around. They've been made in the 70s and the 80s, but this is clearly hand painted from a kit, I think. But I love the paint job. I love the detailing, and I love the color. And so I kind of had to have that. I really had to have it. It wasn't really super expensive, but I picked that up. Finally, which is something I had to have, which I'll end this live on, is I had to have them. I had to have them. I wear Crocs. Oh, thank you about my nails. Mine, Louie. Look at this. Tell me, how cute are these? And I don't like to use that word cute very much in my miniature world because it reduces the value of the fine art miniature. And this is not a fine art, and not everything has to be fine art in the miniatures world for sure. It just has to touch you a certain way. But I will end this live on this special note. If you want to hear more, head over to my Instagram account because I'm going to be doing a live in a few minutes. I'll set up over there. But thank you guys for joining. I appreciate it. Enjoy the rest of your week and your weekend, and I'll see you guys soon. Okay, bye.